Ashley, this is a big surprise for me. I was looking forward to this. And we're at the Museum of Science and Nature. So I come in, I saw the big mastodon.
That's right.
Kids playing in the different rooms and all that, but it seems like everyone was sort of making a beeline for the area we're in now because
we're in the manatee habitat.
The manatee habitat. And we've got 3 magnificent mammals, right?
Yes. Yep, we have 3 male manatees, and they are mammals. You are correct. So they're going to come up for air every so often, and you can see they're eating a lot of lettuce here on the surface.
So they're vegetarians?
They are vegetarians, strictly vegetarians.
And they like romaine lettuce, obviously.
They like romaine. We feed them a variety of lettuce, but romaine is the staple of their diet while they're here.
And I see they've got their buddy the turtle in there also today. What's the turtle doing in there?
Yep, so we have a couple turtles that we rotate through the manatee habitat. They help provide just a little bit more enrichment to the manatees while they're here.
There seems to be a magic about manatees. And what is it? What do you think it is?
I think the magic for manatees is they're just incredibly calming. They instill a sense of peace to anybody who's watching them. They really have no agenda. They are the perfect Florida animal. They're just here to chill, have a nice time, eat some food. Who doesn't love that?
And they have no enemies. Maybe that's part of it too.
I think that's a big part. Manatees have no natural predators, so really their agenda for the day is to eat and sleep.
So these guys are out there in the wild.
Yeah.
How did they end up here and why?
So they end up here because they were likely injured, or maybe they got separated from their mom when they were too young. So they needed to be rescued for a reason. And when they first get rescued, they're taken to a manatee hospital to make sure they're healthy enough to leave, and then they come to a second stage area like us. Our job is to make sure that they grow and are healthy to eventually be returned to the wild.
I see one's got 3 stripes like a sergeant.
Yeah.
It's not a sergeant.
No, unfortunately that's a watercraft injury. So when manatees get hit by boats a lot, so it's always important when you're down here visiting to wear polarized sunglasses and keep an eye out for these guys.
So we're at the Bishop Museum, but it's also like a rehabilitation center.
Absolutely. We are very unique in that we're a natural history museum, but we also rehabilitate manatees.
To see the skeleton of one of these, I almost hate to say it, I'm not talking about you. But to see it, they're really a sturdy creature.
They are.
But a lot of fat, or is it muscle?
So manatees are literally big boned. They have really big ribs, very little fat, a lot of muscle, and a lot of intestines to digest all that food. That's why they look like big potatoes.
Yes. Somebody told me they look like baked potatoes with a coconut head. But how attached do you get to them? Because these are like in your care. I saw your big freezer out there with all your lettuce and everything.
So these animals are with us for a little over a year usually. They all have very unique personalities, but ultimately we're really happy for them the day that they get to be returned to the wild.
It's wild too to see them surface and those little nostrils just get rid of air and bring it back in, and they just go back down and lay down for a while.
Yeah, they only breathe once at the surface. They're really efficient with that air exchange, and they just keep it moving.
So the museum is called the Bishop Museum of Science and Nature.
Yes.
And there's an admission?
There is an admission, paid admission. It's $25 for adults. Kids are 16, and 4 and under are free.
And how much do the kids love it?
They love it, of course. What's there not to love?
I tell you, it wakes up the child in anybody, everybody, right?
Yeah, of course it does.
Do you have names for them?
They do have names. So their names are Wicket, Morado, and Klondike.
There we go. I'm going to call them the 3 Musketeers.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. Thank you. You're fabulous. They're fabulous.
Thank you.
And what a wonderful thing to learn about today.
Thank you for visiting.
Thank you.